Welcome to Jersey Baseball Nation. My name is Sean Tronerbroth. I'm here with Jay Johnson and Andrew Smoller, and we're here to talk about Rider Baseball's appearance in the Liberty Bell Classic on April 18th against the Delaware Blue Hens. On April 4th, the Broncs advanced to the final by defeating Villanova 11-7 in a late game thriller. To start with Jay, what was, your takeaways of this game?
My biggest takeaway in this game was that Rider really capitalized on their opportunities. They scored a lot of runs based on walks, batters, hit by pitches, stuff like that, and they drove those runs in, and they walked away with a win.
And so when you look at this team, you talked about they took advantage of the opportunities. This game was another late inning comeback, and Riders had a lot of those this season. When you look at them, multiple and multiple, they're a team that just strikes late and they strike quick. What makes this offense so dangerous?
I think it's that they, like I said, they capitalize on opportunities, but they're a really good hitting team. They can put runs up in a fashion. I mean, they're down early, and then at a blink of an eye, they are all of a sudden up 2, up 3. So they really just know their identity, and they have a really good lineup of hitters where anybody can drive in a run or get on base.
And then when you're looking at this team overall, right, there's 28 games in, around halfway through the season. They're 20-8. That's their record. Who are the players that have stood out to you? What are the guys that have made this team really so successful this early on?
One guy that stood out to me, Brian Scattini. He just won Player of the Week, I believe, in that span. He hit 10 home runs, batted 8 for 16, so 500. He's just been a guy his bat has been on fire, and he's being highlighted. Like, you have to know that he can hit the ball. So I think it's putting a lot of other pressure on pitchers, and then it's making all the other guys step up into roles where, okay, if he can get on base or if he's going to be up next to bat, all I have to do is do my part. And it's kind of fell in line with that, where all the other guys are stepping up because they know they have the capable hitters on their team.
And now looking forward, Rider, on the 18th, they will play the Delaware Blue Hens in the final of the Liberty Bell Classic. It's a tournament they won back in 2016. So when you're looking at this Delaware team, they beat Lafayette to get to the final.
Yep.
What do you see? What is going to be the challenge for Rider in this one?
I think the biggest thing overall is just that Delaware, even though their overall record for the year might not look that impressive on paper, only 500 for the year, 14-14, they've crushed their competition in this Classic. They beat St. Joseph's 9-3, and then Lafayette, they blew them out of the water 19-3. They've also won 5 games in a row overall, so regardless of what their overall record might look like for the year, they're going to be facing a hot ball club, as Rider is themselves.
And then, the cool part about this Classic, it is at Citizens Bank Park, the home of the Philadelphia Phillies. So I guess, what do you think that experience is like for these players?
Oh, I'm sure it's surreal to them. I mean, every baseball player growing up, and even once they get to Division I baseball, they would all be lying if they didn't say that they dreamed of playing in a major league ballpark when they get older to make it to the majors, whatever you want to call it. And going to a major league ballpark on its own is a really cool experience. So actually playing on the field, I'm sure, is going to be really a dream come true for most of these players.
So I guess just to kind of finish this off here, what are a couple keys for Rider to walk away with the title in the Liberty Bell Classic?
I think the biggest thing is to keep their bats hot. I mean, over their 5-game win streak, they've averaged over 9 runs a game, close to 9.5, 9.4 to be exact. Their bats have been on fire. They've scored 13 runs in 2 games. They've scored 11 runs in another game. They've scored at least 5 in every game during their 5-game win streak. Definitely done plenty to win games. They just have to keep the bats going if they've hoped to knock off another, as I mentioned before, really hot ball club in the Delaware Blue Hens.
Riders' final against Delaware will take place once again on April 18th. Make sure to tune in, and thank you for watching this on Jersey Baseball Nation.